Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, October 28th, 2020. I think it's the 28th. Steve Sipress here as the sun is setting in front of me, making a beautiful orange color on the mountains behind me. And not sure if you can see, I saw it before I started the video, but the moon, there it is. The moon is right there, just above the mountains, starting to peek out. And unfortunately, doesn't seem you can see it on the old iPhone camera. I guess that means I need to spend $1,000 and get the newest one that just came out. I laugh, but there's some people that do that, which is called capitalism. That's the way it works. People upgrade. They buy stuff they don't need because of excellent marketing, advertising, and sales. Speaking of which, that's why we're here on World Wide Web Wednesday. And all the biggest, not all of them, but most of the big, powerful internet companies on the World Wide Web, Google, Facebook, Twitter, their CEOs got called in front of Congress to get grilled. Those congressmen whose combined IQ between all 500 and something of them doesn't equal the 3 of the guys that were in front of them today. So they're going to make mincemeat out of those tech billionaires. And as usual, they get chewed up and spit out, and nothing ever happens. So this was over the election interference, where a right-wing newspaper wanted to publish something that was damaging to Biden, and the left-wing tech company said, oh, no, you don't, not on our platform. We love, well, nobody loves Biden, but we hate Trump, so we're not going to let you publish that. And so the newspaper couldn't affect the election on the left-wing. The right-wing newspaper not allowed to affect the election on the left-wing media sites or on left-wing TV stations, because they're not covering that story either and hoping it just goes away and Biden only has a week left. The weekend at Bernie's Trojan horse candidate, all they have to do is somehow cross their fingers and hope that he lasts one more week or enough people vote early before they realize the truth about the guy. And then the Socialist Party, Bernie and AOC and Harris and all those can take over and do all whatever they want to do with the government. For small business owners, of course, we're not affected by it, even though big business loves big government. So big government will love having, big business will love having Biden in there. They say so. Small business owners going to get shafted, which just means you got to switch tactics. And if you want, you can go to helpfromsteve.com and I'll help you do just that, or you can stick here and get a slow drip of every day. I will share another strategy or tactic here on my daily video on my blog or podcast or social media, or wherever you're getting this. But today, the news is that these tech giants went in to get grilled on Capitol Hill because both the left and the right, which are, of course, so much closer together than people can imagine. It's really the American people against people in the government, but everyone is against the freedom that these online tech companies have. So the left doesn't like the fact that they allow pro-Trumpers and conspiracy pro-Trumpers and whatever, all these, I don't even know them all, QAnon and whatever, to and Trump himself to load on all their crazy stuff. And the pro-Trumpers don't like the fact that these tech companies censor or stop Trump and the conspiracy theorists from putting their stuff up there. So something might happen someday, but today, nothing happened as usual. In fact, Zuckerberg and then the rest of these big tech billionaires are getting really good and, basically ignoring and going back on, throwing it back in their face on anything that any congressperson, Senate, congressman, whatever, throws at them. I saw one clip. It was the Jack Dorsey, the head of Twitter, where they said, like, okay, so you've been censoring Trump's posts and taking them down, and pro-Trump newspaper, the Post, you've been taking that down. You won't even let them have their account on Twitter. And but have you ever taken one tweet down from the Ayatollah Khomeini, who is like the most violent person on earth? And Jack Dorsey, just without missing a beat, he just lied with a straight face and just said, I think so, but I'll get back to you on that. Like, no, you don't think so, because you know, of course, they haven't. Of course. Because Trump is horrible. But Ayatollah Khomeini, that guy can put anything he wants on Twitter. So the whole thing's a joke, and nothing is coming from it. And so continue to do whatever you're doing with your business. Just understand the writing is on the wall. And someday, like all companies, Google, Facebook, Twitter, Amazon, all the rest of what you think are the biggest, giant, monopolistic companies that are all powerful, they will all be gone someday. But for now, they're still here. Nothing changed. Congress, as usual, all talk, no action, does nothing. And so, seeing if they can keep it up. The anti-Trump media and the politicians, and of course, all the permanent bureaucracy in Washington, D.C. that would not like the bull in the china shop to come upset things and expose all their corruption and all the crap that they do. And so they certainly don't want an unbridled, unaccountable Trump having a second term, and they're pretty much doing anything they can to stop that from happening, and putting in total opposite, right? Trump was a total opposite of Obama, who was the most radical member of the Congress when he got elected, of the Senate, when he got elected to president. And after 8 disastrous years of Obama, Trump comes in with his completely off the deep end, on the other way, conservative, anti-socialist, anti-liberal policies. And now, after 4 years of that, see the socialists are up in arms and doing everything they can to sway the power back the other way and put it in the hands of America's first female president, currently the most radical member of the Senate, again, with Kamala Harris. But of course, for a few months, Weekend at Bernie's Trojan horse guy will be in there. If they win, if they somehow pull off a miracle and come from behind and can actually defeat Trump, that remains to be seen. We got a week to go till Election Day, and then who knows how many weeks or months after that until the Supreme Court announces that whatever, stop battling already and let's just name a winner, and then we'll get on with our lives. And as soon as small business owners know what type of agenda is going to be put in place for the next 4 or 8 years, we will know what strategies and tactics to put in place so that we can remain successful no matter who's in office, like we always do. So anyway, that's it. Another, quote, big day on Capitol Hill, where, of course, nothing at all comes from it. And that'll do it for World Wide Web Wednesday. I'll be back here tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. Still can't get the moon into the picture. Man, it's clear as day for me. Am I missing something? Oh, I think there it is. There it is. All right, if I hold the camera on an angle like this, you can see the moon just coming over the mountains, as in the west, the sun is just setting over there. So moon rising, sun setting, at least some things are normal in this crazy 2020 and crazy election season. So I'll be back here tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. Thanks to everyone being here today. Oh, I see Cindy is here. Hello, Cindy. I don't see any questions, comments, concerns. Post them below in a comment, as always, wherever you're watching this, listening to it, or reading it. I always respond when appropriate, and I'll catch you back here tomorrow on Throwback Thursday. Over and out. Oh, by the way, yes, I am wearing my New York Mets ridiculous Hawaiian shirt for the last time, because the baseball season is now officially ended as of yesterday with the LA Dodgers winning the World Series. It was short. It was over pretty much before it started, but the 2020 season is in the record books. No more Mets shirt until next spring. And hopefully de Blasio, the worst mayor in the world, is getting full of himself there in New York, because he has some kind of veto power to approve or disapprove the sale of the Mets to one of the richest guys in the world, who could, of course, turn the franchise around from laughingstock, perennial failure, to a success. And de Blasio's making it known that he holds the key and he can veto the whole thing and screw the Mets and the Mets fans if he wants. Guy's a total loser. Let's see if he adds that to his total loser resume. Anyway, catch you back here tomorrow. Over and out. Bye-bye.